Hallmark Love Premiere Live Recap. Warning: spoilers for Caught by Love ahead. Hallmark transported viewers to the Mediterranean island of Malta in Caught by Love, which premiered as part of the network's Winter Escape event. We recapped the entire film live so fans wouldn't miss a single swoon-worthy scene. The film follows resort guest Annie, Rachael Leigh Cook, who, while on a journey of self-discovery, gets swept into an undercover investigation for stolen jewels that turns into an unexpected and adventurous romance. Macfarlane plays private investigator Jake. Catch up on our live updates from Caught by Love when it premiered on the Hallmark Channel on Saturday, January 24th, 2026. Annie arrives at the hotel in a stunning red dress. She takes her sunglasses off in awe of the view. She heads inside to the hotel lobby, but she accidentally trips. Jake helps her gather her things. He notices Full Play, a book that fell out of her purse. The two part, but before Jake walks away, he notices the initials JM on Annie's luggage. Annie goes to check in under the name Joanna. A staff member shows Annie outside to give her a tour, claiming that sometimes people just need a new perspective while on vacation. We're introduced to a few guests. Kim, an influencer, shows off the pool to her followers. A couple is arguing. Another man jumps into the pool. Another woman complains to a staff member at the pool that the chlorine is too strong for her. Annie is shown to her room. She has a beautiful view of the Mediterranean. The staff member gives her an itinerary. He says that Robert Carlyle, the owner, will be there at the welcome dinner. Annie makes a phone call to Joanna, where she relays how her trip has been going so far. It's revealed that she was able to take Joanna's place, and she took her luggage and her clothes on this trip. Joanna tells Annie when she stayed at the hotel that she left with a sense of clarity, and she deserves to have the same thing happen to her after everything she's done. Later, at the welcome dinner, Robert is speaking to the guests. He says that their stay will be a truly transformational experience. He hopes that everyone leaves the resort with a renewed sense of purpose. Then he thanks everybody. Annie is sat at a table with influencer Kim. When Annie tries to order coffee from the waitress, the only beverages they have to offer are detox-related. Annie tells Kim this is the first vacation she's had in a while. Kim tells her she's been wanting to come to the hotel for years. She also catches Annie staring at Jake at another table. Kim encourages Annie to go say hello to him, but Annie is here to work on herself, not look for romance. Kim argues she can do both. Meanwhile, at Jake's table, the couple from the pool is there along with the woman who is complaining about the pool's chlorine levels. She's wearing a necklace that he keeps eyeing. Later, Annie finds Jake outside taking photos of birds. She goes up to him and gives him advice on the lens he's using. She admits that her mom was a photographer, so she picked up a few things. Jake thanks her for the tip, then he takes a photo of Annie. Jake insists that it's a great picture despite Annie's protests. When Jake thinks that Annie isn't looking, he starts taking photos of the guests down at the beach. Back at her room, Annie discovers she's next-door neighbors with the couple from earlier. He's on the phone with someone again. When his wife joins him outside, they introduce themselves as Carolyn and Peter. Jake is back in his room, and the staff member from the pool is there too. Turns out they're both undercover. Jake thinks that Annie is Joanna because of the initials on her luggage. The two go over the guests. Rebecca, with the necklace, is royalty. Colin is from Silicon Valley. Kimberly is a popular influencer. Peter is a real estate mogul, and his wife is a philanthropist. It's also their anniversary. They have 6 days to figure out who the buyer of the necklace they're looking for is. In the newspaper, it reveals that there was a museum break-in and there's a reward for the necklace stolen. The next day, Jake goes up to Annie to talk to her, admitting it's been a while since he's biked. They're all about to go on a biking excursion. Jake sees her get a note from a staff member, which she pockets. The group begins sightseeing on their bikes. Annie helps Colin fix his bike. Jake is impressed by her skills. He hears Colin call her Annie, so they officially introduce themselves. He asks about the initials on her luggage, so Annie admits that the luggage is her friend's Joanna's as well as her reservation. Jake makes it his mission to find out who Annie Collins